All right, it's your friend here, Napoleon. Now, this is the Leanest Law podcast again. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about why it's important to reject comfort and embrace discipline. Now, we live in a world where it's very easy to be comfortable. Everything now is just so convenient. You get something from Amazon, it will come to your house the next day. You get something from DoorDash, it will be at your house in about half an hour. Crazy stuff. And not to mention all these other convenient services that we have, like streaming now. You don't even have to leave your house to go to the movies anymore. We got streaming. We got endless amount of TV shows on Netflix and Hulu, and I don't even know all that stuff. You can get books on your iPad now. You don't even have to go to the library. If you wanted to, you could stay in your house for the rest of your life and be comfortable. You do realize that, right? You know, buy all the stuff that you need to get. If you're bored, just subscribe to streaming services, order food, order pizza online. It's just so easy in the Western world to be comfortable. And that's kind of sad because comfort is the killer. No man who has ever been great has been great because he's been comfortable all of his life. Even people that were born rich, even the Nepo babies that the communists and socialists like to talk about, even they had to struggle a little bit to maintain wealth, to learn. It really is a world that seems to almost want us to be comfortable all the time, and who don't want us to be disciplined, who don't want us to say no to our base appetites, right? And the people who do have discipline, the people who do break from comfort, you can recognize them immediately. You can see it when you look at their physique. You can tell when you shake their hand. You can tell by the look in their eye. You can tell, okay, this is not someone who values comfort. This is a serious man that we're dealing with. And the thing is, serious men are dangerous. That's why the powers that be want us to be comfortable. Because a man who has been comfortable since childhood is not a threat, right? He is basically just a boy. He has not gone through the challenges. He has not gone through the hardships that is required for men to go through. I think about this all the time. The Spartans, right? They had to like kill a lion or something. Or what was like a bear or a lion or a wolf? I forget. But they had to like kill like a wild animal to prove that they were a man. Why? It wasn't necessarily killing an animal 10 times bigger than them. It was everything that led up to that. The training, the discipline, right? The courage. All of that all of that combined, culminated, that's what I was looking for. All of that culminated and allowed them to become a killing machine that could kill a dozen Persians in like 5 minutes, right? And I'm not saying that we have to go out there and kill animals, right, to prove how tough we are. But I am saying that men used to be greater when things were harder to do, right? And just because everything is so easy now, I just feel like we see less and less great men. Think about it. How many men in your life do you find inspiring? I have a few dozen friends. Only a handful of them really inspire me. Only a handful of them are hard workers, I would say. I mean, yeah, they're nice to chill around. Yeah, they're cool people, but they don't really inspire me at the end of the day. I don't look at them saying, oh, I want to be like that guy, right? I want to hustle like him. He motivates me. I'm usually that friend of the group, right? I'm usually the guy that people look at me and say, oh, Josh, wow, you're doing too much. Wow. I gotta hustle like you. Wow, you're doing all this kind of stuff. I'm not trying to jerk myself off, but I'm just saying. It's just people who are comfortable, right? This is why I diss the average man all the time, because I'm just not inspired by average people. Everyone is so obsessed with fitting in with the group, being liked by people. I'm the only one here who's just like, everyone around here sucks. The modern man sucks. He's 30% body fat. He doesn't leave his house to get his goy slop. We have goy slop now delivered to us. We can't escape it, right? I'm just not inspired by these average people. There's nothing to be inspired by. His physique sucks. His wife hates him. He's addicted to soda, right? I'm just confused. Why are we so busy trying to be liked by other people when everyone else just sucks in life? No one's inspiring. I don't look around for my inspiration. I look up for my inspiration. I look for people who have better physiques than me. I look at people who have more money, more success, and more talents than I do. And I say, okay, I want to be like that person. I don't look around me. I don't look under me for validation, for inspiration. Because why? They would only drag me down, right? And it's a really sad society, I think, where it feels like the mediocrity is almost being rewarded in a way. Have you noticed that? Every time you see a great man like Elon Musk, he just became a trillionaire. Wow, the richest man in history. That's awesome. People are complaining about it. That's why I always say, hate comes from below. Hate comes from below, and Elon Musk is the perfect example of that. You have a man, right, who's trying to push humanity forward into the stars. He's trying to push us on the Mars. He's trying to do all these crazy things, and people hate him. They hate Elon Musk. I'm like, wow, he's like the coolest guy ever. He builds spaceships all day. That's awesome. But people hate him. It's crazy, right? It just makes me think, the average man, not only is he addicted to comfort, he's angry when people break from comfort. That's crazy. Like, how can you be angry at how another man lives his life? I mean, as long as he's not like a dictator hurting anyone, you know? Elon Musk isn't hurting anyone, as far as I'm concerned. But it's just like, it just gets worse and worse now that I think about it, because misery just loves company. And people who are comfortable, ironically, are miserable. They are comfortable in their misery. And they're so miserable. They're so used to being miserable, so used to being poisoned and diluted by goy slop food. Their brains are full of like goy slop sports. And I'm not saying all sports are goy slop, but it can range on that depending how you live your life, right? I'm not going to go that far. I do like some sports. But addicted to their goy slop programs, they don't realize how much their life sucks and how much it could be better. And the people who do realize their lives suck, they just go further and further into the goy slop. They go further and further into misery, hoping that they'll find comfort at the end of it. But they won't find comfort at the end of it, because deep down, they realize that they filled the God-shaped hole inside their heart with garbage, absolute trash. And that's why it's important, right, to really go to church. It's important to realize that you are more than this physical world, right? And you just realize that everything Jesus said was true. This world will try to comfort you with sweetness, and it will try to comfort you with food and all this stuff. And you just realize in the end, it's all meaningless. It's all terrible. Worse than meaningless. It's all poison at the end of the day, if you ask me. But I'm rambling now. That's all I got for you guys today. Moral of the story, don't be comfort. Comfort is a lie. Comfort is poison. Comfort is straight from the devil. It's addictive, but it's an addiction that needs to be broken. It's an addiction that needs to be crushed and dismantled. And you're the only one who can do that, right? You're the only one who can look at your life and say, are you really happy watching Netflix all day? You know, with your midlife, your mid-physique, you know? Well, that's all I got for you guys today. You guys have a good one. Peace.